What's going on? This is GameWithSki, and I am massively disappointed in Path of Exile 2. I called the death of Diablo 4 before most people, and I even made a video about a week into the open beta of Diablo 4 saying the reasons why the game isn't going to do well. And I got a lot of hate for it, but look at us now. Diablo 4 is dead, okay? And it didn't have to be that way. And even the expansions suck. Why? Because the reasons why I pointed out, the fundamentals of the game, the unchangeables of Diablo 4 were flawed. Path of Exile 2 luckily does not have those problems, but the game is still a massive, flawed disappointment as far as what we got in the alpha. So what are we playing now? Well, we're playing Turtle Simulator, Path of Exile 2. The game is so torturously slow that even turtles are faster. So I'm kind of bashing turtles by talking about it being Turtle Simulator. But have you seen a snapping turtle attack? Have you seen snapping turtles move? Have you seen crocodiles move? They move fast as hell. If they need to. This is like Snail Simulator. It's really what it is. I feel like I have lead feet, okay? So what do we do about that, okay? The game needs to be 50, minimum 50%, should be 100% faster. I'm talking about the main character speeds. The enemies are moving fast enough, but the character that you play moves so painfully slow that it's like watching a horror movie. It's like one of those dreams that you have, like those nightmares that you have where somebody's chasing you and you're trying to run and you can't get out of the way of their attack and you fall. It's horrible. The game is time wasting. I feel like my life is going by when I'm just trying to run from one side of the map to the other. Like, I'm wasting my life away, and I said, fuck this, I'm not going to play this game anymore.
Yeah, you gotta get better at control.
Right? That. I have better things to do than run. I had that same exact problem with World of Warcraft. Okay? There's only 3 games that I've ever not played through the campaign because they were so unbelievably, felt like I was just wasting my life away. The first one was the Elder Scrolls. I think it was Oblivion. Okay? I couldn't do it. No. The first one was World of Warcraft. I played World of Warcraft when it first came out. I played it for 3 days. I was done. It was... I don't know how that became the most popular game. I guess people like wasting your lives away running from one spot to the other. But the other one was Elder Scrolls. And then I guess I was going to make a video on how Helldivers 2 sucked so bad. I never did make a video, but I guess I was proven right because that game is pretty much dead because the devs killed it. The game sucks. Massively slow attacks need to be increased by 50%. Does Mike Tyson move that slow? Do turtles move that slow?
Just use regular attack.
Do llamas move that slow? No. Do professional fighters and warriors move that slow? No. They move fast. I don't care what kind of weapon you're carrying. You're going to be swinging that thing pretty damn fast. And if you can't, well, then you need a different weapon. backtracking feels like I'm pulling teeth. Okay, they need to fix that stuff. And then there's a quest item. What is that? That quest item that drops in Kent? I was farming it for 2 hours. Didn't find it. 2 hours moving slow as molasses. The quest item never dropped. Who's designing this stuff?
Holy.
Like, a quest item should be an item that you get. Why would you force somebody to stay in a zone for over 2 hours for the item to never ever drop? It's bad game design. It's stupid. Like, I thought GGG played games, but I don't know. The way that Path of Exile has been going too, I don't even like what Path of Exile has turned into, honestly.
There's nothing here.
Overbloated shit
We'll just run.
is what it
We can
is.
roll back when we. Nope. You know, right when I stopped.
The game is janky, okay? Especially playing the Warrior. Now, the Warrior, I thought, is the most, probably one of the most powerful classes. And he is, but it's just too painful to, it's too painful to play through. Because when you're backpedaling, you have to step forward oh so slowly to smash. So now you're moving backwards at an even slower rate than you wanted to. Because now you're step forward to slam. So if you're being chased by enemies and you want to kind of like do a calculated retreat, you can't, because every single one of those freaking attacks has a step forward. So now it's jitter, left, right, left, right, left, right, and you're getting nowhere, and now the enemies are surrounded you. Bad.
Maybe you could do.
There should be no steps when the attacks, unless it's a specified attack that has a step. And you're so slow that we cannot dodge those AoE attacks. Like, you can't even run faster than the AoE attacks appear and explode. A lot of them. And then a lot of those AoE attacks, they cover the entire screen except for one little sliver. Like, that you don't even know that's gonna... It's... So the end note on that is the melee skills need to get rid of that step forward and increase the move speed of everything across the board. Except for maybe the enemies, because they move fast enough as it is. But it's just an alpha, you say. Well, I've played the original PoE closed beta back in 2011, and that game only had 2 acts. It didn't even have Vale as the boss of the second act yet. And that game was way more fun than what we've got right now. Way more fun. And honestly, that game was more fun than the PoE we have now. PoE 2 has been in development longer. Okay, it's been in a development for a really long time, and it's less fun. It's not fun. I play a game to have fun. Right? Isn't that why we play games, to have fun? But GameWithSki, there's still plenty to see. They only released the alpha, and there's a lot more. When you release an alpha, you want to release like the best stuff, so when people play it, it's like, this is great. Like, how do you not catch this stuff? How do you not...
Look at that fire. You can't dodge that. It's ridiculous.
There isn't any more to see. We've seen it, okay? They could come out with some other gems and stuff, but it's not... They gave us the best. And it's... sucks. The passive tree sucks. It's uninspiring. It's all the same nodes, except for maybe a couple. Just where you grab them on the tree, it's uninspiring. There's no life. There is 0 HP nodes anywhere. So much for getting HP.
Oh, it didn't work.
Oh, you get armor. Well, armor sucks. It's all about evasion, and I thought they would have fixed this. I hated the way armor works in PoE, and I hate the armor in PoE 2 even more because you can't even negate it with getting more life. And then there's armor breaker. So you get your armor broken. The gains are so minute on the passive tree. It doesn't feel good. It just feels like it sucks. That's all I can say about it. Trade sucks. Alright, we've been through this with the original PoE. This is 2025. The trade system sucks. So they just copied the trade system from PoE. It sucks. Why? Because it's so easy to price fix the items. You can easily just... People list... There's a way where people game the system, and it sucks. There should be an auction house. Diablo 3 had it right. The auction house. Diablo 3 got a ton of grief about the auction sites. I think those were from bad actors because there was nothing wrong with having an auction house. I think the only reason why the auction house was bad was because of the people were complaining about the real money. Hey, people are going to buy items with real money anyways. So it doesn't matter. Just put an auction house in there. And then you can trade when you're not even playing the game. And then now there's third-party tools where you can just see the price, what your price is going for. Oh, so now you got to risk downloading third-party tools. It's just bad game design. If they had an auction house, you wouldn't have to worry about it at all. You can go check the auction house. Why don't they have that built into the game? Holy. Why doesn't the guy say, "Oh, hey, I'm the auction guy. I'm the auctioneer, and oh, your item could maybe sell for this much. Do you want to try to go for it? Yes or no?" So easy. Now the biggest part of this game. It's just plain not fun. Everything about this game feels like it's to waste my life away not having fun. Like it's like torture playing. I don't know if anybody sees it the way I do, but that's the way I feel when I'm playing this game. Like when I want to play a game, I want to like relax and have a good time. I'm not here to like be better than everybody else. I'm not here to prove anything to anybody in Path of Exile 2. Okay? If I wanted to prove something, I would probably not do it in a video game. Alright? I play games to have fun, and I think people lost that. There's no drops, first off. So getting crap after crap after crap, and then you kind of think that you're gonna get something maybe eventually, but it just never happens. I haven't gotten one good drop in my entire playthrough.
Okay, he's not stunned.
So I'm just like, okay, well, fuck this game. I'm not gonna, I don't know. So you struggle to get basic items, and which forces, I guess I could trade for those items for currency, but the trade system is so bad that I refuse to do that. How about this? I just don't play the game. How about I play something that's actually fun instead? Difficulty. The game is way too difficult. Okay? It's actually easier once you get to higher levels. That's not how the difficulty curves are supposed to work in games. It's supposed to be easy when you start off. Cruel is a little more difficult. And the end game is supposed to be for the tryhards. That's really, like, isn't that how you design a game? I don't know, that's how I would design a game. I would let everybody enjoy the campaign, and for people who are good, they can skip through it, find creative ways to skip through the campaign really quickly, and for the people who want to go through the begin game and enjoy the game who aren't so good, well, they still have a good time playing it. And you could go forward or back,
because if you don't,
No, Path of Exile is excruciatingly difficult. You're struggling the entire time, trying like you're drowning.
Okay, now the green is coming.
And another reason what makes it not fun is the skills are uninspiring, and you're forced with interact. So they make it seem like it's so cool and you have a lot of different choices. Diablo 4 had this problem too, but their design paths actually force you into less choices, like the Shockwave Totem and Earthquake interaction. You think, oh, I thought of something awesome. Shockwave Totem and Earthquake is a great interaction, but really it's not, because that means that now Earthquake is the only skill you could use with Shockwave Totem. Right? It's not a cool interaction. It forces you into that interaction, and you must always use it because there's nothing as good as it. It's not good. It's bad. Or Spark with Flame Wall. It sounds cool that you could shoot projectiles through the Flame Wall to make them do a little more damage at the beginning. But all it really forces you to do is it forces you to push 2 buttons instead of 1. It forces you to use the Flame Wall. Always. If you're a projectile character and you're starting the game, you're gonna use Flame Wall. There should be other means of doing that, not just Flame Wall. That's the problem. You're forced to do it, and not only that, you're forced to do it extremely slowly. You have to cast this extremely slow casting Flame Wall, and now the enemies were way over there, now they're like right on your ass. And now you're casting this extremely slow other attack. Art spell. But the enemies are already on ya. And then the support gems. You can only put 1. Well, then you'll only use the best ones.
Just using Earthquake and Shockwave Totem.
Because they're the best.
Moving in a circle probably is the best thing.
So now I'm forced to use this other. Doesn't that limit the options? It limits. It limits the options. And from what I've seen, the support gems, they were pretty unimpressive as well.
That audio cue.
I'm just not impressed with anything. It just.
Okay, here's Vision of Salami again.
It should feel good to play the game. It just doesn't. All of these things add up to massive disappointment. There are some things that I really like about the game too. Like, I really like the graphics. I like a lot of the movements that the bosses and stuff do that you can't really tell, but it does seem pretty smooth. Like, I'm able to do some like zoom in shots of when I finally do the last hit on the boss and zoom in, and it looks really good when I do that. Like, sometimes the movements look really smooth and good, and I like that part of the game. But everything, they need to do something about the skills that we have. It just doesn't feel smooth and good. Like, when I played Diablo 4, the gameplay on Diablo 4 it felt good to play the game. You felt powerful, and the movement was very smooth and fluid. Here I'm not getting that feeling.
Got him.
Too bad everything else about Diablo 4 sucked, because that would have been really good, but it just... Luckily that a lot of these things they can polish. The question is, will they polish it? And I'd like to know what your thoughts are on this game. I'm sorry, but I could not finish the game. I really wanted to finish it. I was trying my best to power through and thinking that the game would get better, but I realized that I have other things to do that don't feel like torture. So I am done. Maybe I may, if I see that they fix these things, I'll try maybe when they come out with full release, but it seems like a lot of people enjoy this gameplay. I don't, so I probably won't be playing this game anymore. So I've been having a lot of fun. Me and my son started doing playing Halo 2 or not Halo 2, just
Well, we might have
Halo.
to get the
The original Halo co-op, and
for 40%
that was fun.
Aftershock
I had a
anyway.
great time playing it. So we're going to be doing some co-op Halo coming up. So if you like this video, please help me by liking and subscribing. I'd like to know what you think. Tell me how much I suck. That would be good too. Thank you.